don't know what their case may be, but a lot of guys may feel like they need to come back. So I think this is excellent for, an excellent choice they're giving us, and I think it's very fair.
So as a follow-up, what do you feel like is maybe going to be necessary this summer for you guys to maybe be as prepared as possible for the season? What do you feel like?
I think can you restate the question, please?
Sure. What do you feel like, you guys need to accomplish this summer to be as prepared as possible heading into the season?
I think as far as this summer, like excluding camp or just summer workouts?
Maybe just to get you into camp ready.
Okay. Yeah. So I think just conditioning with the proper health, with the proper consent from the government and all that we've already got. I think just taking proper health precautions and trying to get everybody back in shape as much as possible and as quick as possible. So those pretty much those two things.
Jeremy. Nate, just wondering, what are you able to do at home workout-wise, and how you feeling?
Back in Louisville, here in Louisville, most of the time for like a lifting workout, I don't have a whole lot of weights I own at home, so I do a lot of body weight exercises, cardio, like anything from running the hill to body weight exercises to finding a field. 2 or 3 of my guys trying to keep the numbers low. Finding a field and getting the work in there, but I just find different ways every day to still get this work in and never use it as an excuse. It's just it's a restraint, but it's not an excuse. So.
And just what have you guys done as DB room? Keynoto during these Zoom calls.
Mm-hmm.
How have you guys kind of prepared yourselves for in these 8 hours per week that you get with them?
Yeah, Coach Key he's always gonna make sure he gets in whatever hours possible that the Big Ten and the NCAA gives us. He's gonna take full advantage of those hours, and he prepares us. He prepares us great, I would say, because although we're not there, he treats it as if we are there, and he treats it as what we would be doing. So there's no holdbacks. He's still, being 100% coach and hasn't changed a bit during the process. So you feel me? I think that's good for our core.
And anything you guys have learned or that he's really taught you just using these Zoom calls or kind of focusing?
Yeah, we've learned some of the younger guys and the older guys. We learned the playbook in depth a lot more. Like I knew, obviously I've been here, 3. It's my senior year, so I knew the playbook like the back of my hand. But things even I wouldn't take like noticing. It's just the details, the little things we got down to, everything that everybody does. Everybody in our position group, and the DBs, all the DBs, they can tell you what everybody does on the defense and everybody's job. And that's thanks to Coach Key, because he does a good job prepping us and things like that, not only on the physical part of the game, but the mental. So,
thanks, Nate.
Brett Barons.
Nate, can you do me one favor real quick? Can you tilt your phone down just a little bit? That way I can see your face. There you go. You're helping us TV people out. Appreciate you.
Okay.
There you go. Thanks. How have you handled the emotions of the unknowns here the last couple of months and still going forward of not knowing if you're going to have a season, play in front of fans, everything that is hanging in the balance?
I think with just anything in life, you can't get too emotional. You can't get too excited, and you can't get too upset. So I've just just been trying to keep steady and level reactions to things that they tell us we can do. So I think I've been just pretty leveled out with my reactions to everything.
Have you talked to your family? Have you thought about it yourself? Are you going to come back right away when they announce that you can next week, a week from today, or what's your plan of action?
I think I'm gonna be back in the near future. The stipulations that we have to come back under were more than I expected, though. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it. So I'll be back in the near future, though.
Thanks, Nate.
Matt Stevens, I don't think I hit you yet.
Nate, have you been able to process the idea of maybe playing in front of an empty stadium? What that would be like? Do you feel like it might be hard to get your adrenaline up for a game with no fans? Have you pondered that in your head?
I've heard a situation that we might have to be in like that, but I never really thought about it, and I'm really just now thinking about it, and I think that would be it. I mean, I think the crowd does do something to the game of football, but I think the crowd does something in any sport. It's just something that you can't describe. People, thousands of people screaming for the team that you're playing for. And there's a certain energy that comes with that, and I feel like that energy won't be there because of the fans. But I feel like something most football players, I hope at this level they just love the game for the game. So I don't think that's gonna affect anybody's play per se. But the energy level definitely is different with fans.
Follow-up is, I know you've been inside the stadium with no fans when you guys have scrimmaged as a team. So you're experienced with that. What's that kind of been like, and what can you tell the younger guys about, just at least help them understand how they have to be prepared and be almost emotionally ready to go without that stimulation of 50, 60,000 people, cheering you on?
I feel like as a freshman, I think I would be disappointed. That's part of the thing. Like, it's part of the deal as a freshman. This your first time. Most freshmen, first time playing in front of thousands of people, and that's every kid play football's dream. And that might not be possible this year, but in every summer practice and spring practice that I've ever been in, that that was like full go. Just only the people weren't there. The energy levels were still high. And I could say as a younger kid, it's probably a lot less pressure put on you because it's just you and the people on the field. You don't got to worry about 60, 70,000 people screaming and all the pressure. Even though people like that, pick your poison, but you depending on who you are, that might be better for you. I don't know.
Orlando, you got something?
Yeah, real quick. What's going on, Nate? Hope all is well. Can you hear me?
I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate that.
Perfect. I guess it was kind of asked already, but I'll try to fine tune it a little bit. Given the fact that you are a senior and you've been through a lot of situations, the experience that you have right now, how is that helping you go through this this uncertainty almost, and how are you helping the younger players or players that don't have or having concern?
I think being put in a lot of different situations while I've been here in school has definitely made me adapt to situations, help me adapt to situations a lot easier, because I've been in a position like this before, not knowing, what's going to happen, not knowing, just if anything is going to be certain. So being in a position like this before, it helps me, my nerves not be as my nerves be racing everywhere, and I'm a little bit more calm about the situation, and I just trust that our experts and everything else will go smoothly.
Great. Quick follow up. Where were you when you heard the news that you guys can come back, and your initial reaction? Was it excitement? Was it how were you feeling? What would you do?
I was at my home in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was pretty excited about them making a decision on letting us come back, because I really did not want to think about not having a season this year. That I'd have been pretty upset about that. I'm not gonna lie, but I was pretty excited. So
awesome. Well, I appreciate it, bro.
Anybody? Joey, you got anything?
I guess, Nate, you mentioned some of the stipulations you'd be under were a little more than what you expected. Can you elaborate on maybe what you mean by that? What were some of those stipulations that you didn't maybe expect to be laid out in the way that they were?
So like they told us every day we're basically gonna be our temperature is gonna be taken. Like the way we work out is gonna be different. We don't go work out in like smaller groups. We can only come to the stadium at specific times, like specific times. We can't go like, those areas that they made for us as a team. You can't go there because they won't keep numbers low. You really can't. You can't be in the stadium. You only get to go there at designated times. So, yeah. Even the way we live, like we're gonna be like quarantined. Not exactly quarantine, but we're gonna be put in like dorms when we first get out there, like when we get tested, before our tests come back, so that we won't, if we do, end up having it, we won't spread it, and we know everybody that we come in contact with. So the living situation and the football situation is going to be totally different. So.
Anybody else got anything? Lauren Tate, you good? You're off.
Fine.
Got any questions? Anybody else? Evan? Anybody I miss? All right, I'm not hearing anything, so we should be good. Nate, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, thank you for jumping on. Sure, we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you.